Today, I want to talk about what it feels like when you just have let yourself down, when you are so disappointed in yourself and you just think you suck as a person. What's up, good people? Thank you so much for tuning in again. If you missed last week's video, check it out just so that you can be with us. This is part 2 of the Finding Joy series. I think we've all experienced it, growing up with other adults. When someone goes, I'm not angry, I'm disappointed. That really sucks. It's not nice to hear that they're disappointed in you. Like, being angry feels like, well, you are angry. Like, that's your anger. You need to sort that out. But when someone says they're disappointed in you, it means that they would have had a high expectation of what you would deliver, of your potential. It means that they saw you in such a positive light. And now you have done whatever it is you have done that has left them feeling like they were wrong. They were wrong about the fact that you were amazing, and that's not nice. It feels like it's like the kid who is waiting for his sucky father to pick him up to go get ice cream and he doesn't pitch. It's disappointing. That kid was hopeful that he would come and he did not come. And I think when you experience that with yourself, it's such a weird dynamic because you are both the kid and the father. You're both the kid and the sucky father who didn't pitch. You're both the one who was hopeful that you could be this person, and then you are the one who let yourself down. So, like most people, I have really high expectations of myself. I always have from a very young age. I would participate in things I knew I could do really well. And when I would do those things and not do well, it would be soul crushing. To this day, it's soul crushing, and I've had to learn that, flip, man, you don't have it all together. You aren't perfect. There are other people who might be better at certain things than you are. But then what does that make of you? Does it mean you are less valuable? All of that stuff. You'll let me know in the comment section if you are the kind of person who has high expectations of themselves. I'll look at other people and think, I would never do that. I would never eat a full box of Oreos for breakfast. And then Sunday morning comes and there I am, stuffing my face with the Oreos and Romany creams, because Romany creams are nice. But you always think you're better than what you really are. And it's quite painful to discover you are that thing you kind of loathe or kind of hate or kind of look down upon. It's almost like when you make that discovery, at least for me, you kind of end up in this corner where you kind of put yourself there and only you can get yourself out, but you put yourself there and it's just this weird back and forth situation. And it's hard. On the one hand, you can kind of just sit in that disappointment, of which usually the temptation is to do that. But then you have to be the one to get yourself out of that and then make a promise to yourself to do better. And it's sort of getting past the disappointment to get to the point where you can do better. That's what's hard. And yet you want to be that person. So, stupid example, right? Really silly example, but I think a lot of people who struggled with weight, like myself, can relate. Where you decide that, okay, I'm going to work out. This is it. I'm going to eat right. I'm going to do all of that stuff. Monday, Tuesday, you are eating 4 leaves. You are so happy, and you're drinking 5 liters of water a day and you're so energized. And then Wednesday comes, you go to a baby shower and there's a cupcake and you ate all the cupcakes.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
And then you feel really crappy about it. But then instead of then saying, okay, Thursday's coming, let me go back to eating right and being healthy, you just kind of stay there in the disappointment. You kind of just stay there, and then you end up back to your old habits. And then the more times you get back into your old habits, the more disappointed you feel in yourself, which means you just perpetuate the bad habits, etc. And you just, it almost becomes like this big snowball effect. And the thing about disappointment, when somebody disappoints you, you struggle to trust them again, right? Like if somebody has let you down, you're just like, next time, you kind of just pull back a bit. And you end up doing that with yourself, where you set a goal and subconsciously you're not going to reach it. Or not that you've already decided you're not going to reach it. And that was something I found I did a lot with, weight and eating well, but also with other things, where I set a goal, but somewhere I've already sabotaged myself. I've already concluded that it's not going to work. And it's not like it's a conscious thought, it's kind of like something in the back of your mind, and yet it's influencing every single decision you make around that thing until eventually you prove yourself right. And yes, you didn't do what it is that you said you were going to do. But I was watching a video from one of my favorite YouTubers, and somewhere she said that, you know, when you create a new habit and you set a goal, a task for yourself, and you do it, you've kept a promise to yourself, which means you can trust yourself. And I was like, oh, flip. I mean, she was just talking about it in relation to like everyday work, like just like, you know, tasks, whatever. But I kind of took it as much deeper than that because that's just my nature. I make everything deep. For me, it was a flip, man. That's like a life lesson, you know, to keep a promise to yourself, to actually follow through with what you said you would do for you. We have expectations of other people. When someone does what they said they were going to do, it puts them at a higher standing in terms of how you view them. You know, you feel like this person is trustworthy, this person is like, I can count on them. How awesome would it be if you could just count on yourself to do what you said you were going to do, and that thing, you know, is good for you, to just do it and actually give yourself some good stuff as well. So yeah, let me know if you guys deal with that. How do you, when you are in that kind of funk where you are, you know, you're in the snowball where you feel bad about doing the bad thing, so you do the bad thing more, and then you feel bad about doing the bad thing, so you do the bad thing more, and then there's a certain point where you need to get out. How do you get out of those situations? For me, I know prayer really helps, and like just letting someone know, I am going to the sunken place. That's what I call it. Like, I am going to the sunken place. It's not my term. I know the sunken place is not my term. It belongs to Jordan Peele, the writer of Get Out. But I feel like it just describes that feeling of helplessness, and you need to get out, but you don't know how. So I let people know how I'm feeling, and I pray, and I remind myself that God has given me capabilities, and His Holy Spirit is there to carry me through when I can't. The thing is to just make that decision to do better, and to make that decision on Monday with eating well, on Tuesday with eating well, on Wednesday with exercising, and that when you do fall on Thursday, to not completely fall but pick up on Friday. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, be encouraged, man. Whatever it is that you've been putting off, whatever it is that you kind of feel like you'll never achieve, whatever it is you're scared to try because you've let yourself down so many times in that area, try again. You're alive. You are here. God has given you life. Try again. Thank you so much for watching. That is episode 2 of Finding Joy. Fam, please tune in on Sunday the 7th of June, when I will be releasing my music video for my single, The Water, as well as same day releasing my acoustic EP called Redemption. It will be available on all digital platforms, so please do get it, you know, support. Follow me on Instagram, that's where I'm at the most, and then Facebook as well. You can like add me there or like the page. Leave a comment, let me know what it is in your life you're trying to turn around. Like, what areas have you felt like you've let yourself down, and what is it that you're trying to do better, you know, in those areas. Because again, if you're sitting here watching this video, it means you have an opportunity to turn whatever situation that is around by God's grace. So yeah, thank you so much for watching once again, guys. I will see you on the next one. Peace out, much love.